Hi, my name is Megan and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about my upcoming sewing plans, and I also wanted to haul some new fabric and talk about how I'm going to include this fabric in my makes. So if that is something you're interested in seeing, please stay tuned. So let's talk about my upcoming sewing plans. I pondered and I debated about whether or not I wanted to do this or not, and I finally decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a make 9, and I want to stress an unofficial make 9, and I'll tell you why. And if you are unfamiliar with what a make 9 is, I'll briefly tell you about it. You basically pick 9 projects in which you would like to finish within a year's time. So not one person does their make 9 exactly the same. Everyone does whatever works for them. You may have someone who picked 9 fabrics to choose from that they're going to make something out of, whether it was new fabric or from their stash, or you may have someone pick 9 patterns and they decide, you know what, I'm going to use these 9 patterns this year to use. Or sometimes people are really vague in deciding what they want to make, and they may just choose categories. I want to make a top, a pant, a coat, etc., until they hit that goal of 9 makes. And I thought that this was such a cool and systematic way to make garments, which is why I want to do it, because I feel like it will keep me on track and keep me focused on finishing my garments. But here's the thing, this is why I say I'm going to do it unofficially, because I'm talking about it and I will be actively doing a make 9, but where I'm going to do things a little bit differently is that I'm going to choose 3 garments to choose at a time to work on, because although I know that I'm very ambitious, whatever it is I put my mind to, I know I will do it and accomplish it. But at the same time, I really would like to remain realistic. I'm still very new to sewing, and I really chose this skill and hobby because I was trying to combat being burned out from school. So really don't want to put too much pressure on this. I would love for it to remain fun and nourishing, but also keep some type of structure just because that feels right to me. So moving forward, I'm going to play this somewhat by ear, and if I make any changes to my make 9, I will surely let you know. The first project that I want to work on is Simplicity 8877, and hopefully I did right, and I'll put up a picture here. And it's a Mrs. Caftan with 2 lengths. It is one size fit all, but they do specify it's extra small to extra large. And hopefully I also put here the front cover as well as the back cover with the line drawings for you. But I love caftans. I'm actually wearing a caftan right now. This one I did not make. I purchased this one from Didi's Discount for like $6.99. Love it. I love caftans. I wear them all the time. I think they're perfect for lounging around the house in. They're so loose fitting and comfortable. If you're someone that gets hot like I do, this is perfect. This is perfect. I cook in it, I clean in it, I sign for deliveries in it. I love it. I love it. So I've decided that I was going to do View B, which is the shorter caftan. If you wanted to make this particular caftan, the fabric suggestions that they have here is batik, challis, chambray, cotton lawn, cotton types, French terry, gauze, and silky types. So I actually picked up 2 different types of fabric based on the suggestions that were here, and I'm going to show you those. Now I have already pre-treated this fabric, just to let you know. I did wash it already. So back in December, I think, it was right after I purchased my sewing machine, because I was so excited to get started on the project. I told my Nana about it, and my Nana was like, oh, I know the perfect place you can get some fabric. There's this place in Anaheim called M&L's Fabric. So I said, and she was like, we've been there before. And I'm like, I don't remember ever going there before. And she swore She swore to me that she purchased my prom fabric, my prom dress fabric there, because my nana did make my prom dress, as well as my mom's prom dress. Actually, she made two dresses for my mom and one for myself. So, but I don't remember that. I distinctly remember going downtown LA to, I think, the alley to get the fabric, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe she's right. I don't know. That was so long ago at this point. So we head over there, and sure enough, this place has so many options at such a good price. It's crazy. So the first one that I picked up was this batik fabric, because that was one of the options. And when I seen this, I about died. I said, "Oh my gosh." It was giving me like tribal, like Mayan vibes. I don't know. I just love the colors, the turquoise and then the deeper blues in it on this like this cream and coffee background. I love it. Oh my gosh. Amazing. I purchased 5 yards of this, and this was 45 wide, I believe, and it was $4.98 a yard, which was not bad at all. Such a good deal. So I decided that I was going to use this one to make view B. Now, I have to be honest with you, because I'm still new to sewing, I'm still new to fabric. I picked this up, and like I said, the design on this fabric is eye-catching and beautiful, but this particular batik fabric is not necessarily the softest fabric. It's a little rough. Even after I treated it, it's still a little rough. So I'm not sure if that is how it's supposed to be. I'm completely unfamiliar. So I figured I'd use this one as somewhat of a muslin, to get an idea if I'll like this pattern or not. And if I do, then I will go on to do this pattern again, and I think I'll do the longer view, which is view A. Same caftan, just longer. And I picked up this French terry. This, I don't know what color it's picking up on camera or not. In store, it looked gray, but when I got it to the register, or really as I was browsing some more around the store, I realized it was more so like a navy color. So I don't know if that's coming true on camera or not, but this French terry is so nice. It is so nice and so soft. Everything that I want the batik to be, but it is not. But I also picked up 5 yards of this as well. I think this one was not 45. It was 54 wide. So not exactly 60, but pretty close. And this one was actually $3.98 a yard. Again, awesome prices at this place. So like I said, I'm going to start with the batik first, just to see how this pattern will be constructed. And if I end up liking it, then I'll do view A as well, because this French, I think doing the longer version in this French terry would be so nice, because it's so soft and it's drapey, and I just know that it's going to hang so nicely on the body. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And I know this is going to be a good caftan for like the winter time, because it's soft and warm feeling. And it'll just be great to have two different caftans from the same exact pattern, in two different lengths. So that is my first plan. Or for all I know, I may just use the French terry for something else. I don't know. My second project is going to be Simplicity 8982, which is described as a Mrs. Knit two-piece sweater dressing. It's basically a dress, two tops with neck and sleeve variations, and two skirts with length variations. And I'm sure you've seen this pattern around. This is a very popular pattern here on YouTube. But when I seen this during the Joann sale, I just knew I had to pick it up, because I felt like it would produce so many good outfits. I feel like this would be perfect for those times where you don't want to think. You just want your outfit to match. You don't want to have to pull different pieces together. It just goes seamlessly together. I love that idea. I also instantly thought church. I thought it would be a nice coordinated outfit to have for church, and a nice cream or white even for like first Sunday. I don't know. I just had some really cool ideas that instantly came to me when I saw this pattern. I really would like to do a black dress or even like a plum dress. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? And then I thought for the two-piece set, a white or cream, like I said, or maybe even like a nice khaki color, I thought. I just had some ideas. So for this particular pattern, you would need, it says it's size for stretch knits only, so keep that in mind. It says interlock, jersey, rib knit, ITY knits, bamboo knit, modal knit, velour, sweater knits. And it does give you a pick a knit rule little guideline here on the envelope to let you know whether or not the knit that you're picking out, whether it stretches accordingly. So I definitely took this with me when I was buying my fabric and tested all of my fabric out to make sure it was the right knit. Now this fabric I'm going to show you was actually from a more recent purchase. I went back to the same fabric store and bought some more fabric for this next project. Now, obviously, like I just said, I had some ideas about colors I wanted to look for and make when I got to the fabric store, but of course, I had some other things that caught my eye, so let's get into it. So this is all part of my second project, technically, but the first one that I want to do from this project is view A, which is the dress. I picked out this printed knit fabric. Isn't it so cute? It's basically a white background with these green, this olive green leaves on it. Oh my gosh. Yo, when I seen this, I was like, I really like that. Like, and it was strange because this is not something I would typically go for, to be honest with you, but for some reason it captivated me. I just thought it was so cute. And I said that would be a really nice dress. Like, I think for the springtime or even the summer, just really like a classic look. I purchased 3 yards of this fabric. This was a 60 wide, so I know it's going to be more than enough. But this one was $3.98 a yard, which again, amazing prices. I love this place. That's my new favorite fabric store. So shout out to my Nana for putting me on, okay? Yeah, so I decided that I'm gonna make the dress out of this fabric. Also because I thought it wouldn't necessarily look the best in the two-piece. So with the top and the skirt, I felt like it would be better in just a one-piece type of garment. So this printed knit is super soft, very similar to the French terry. The only thing I will say is that this particular fabric store, they take everything off of the bolt. So you don't know what kind of knit it is. That's the only downside I would say. I know it's a printed knit, obviously, but I don't know what kind of knit it is. So, but it's still nice, and I had to have it. So once I do view A, which is the dress, I decided that I am going to also do a top and a skirt set. And again, my initial ideas went right out the window when I seen this next fabric. I knew instantly this is the fabric I need and this is the fabric I'm going to use. For the set, I decided I'm going to do view B for the top, which is the one without the cuffs on it. And I chose not to do the one with the cuffs because I just feel like it doesn't fit my personal style. I'd rather have a straight, streamlined sleeve. But this is the fabric I chose. You guys, oh my gosh, look at this fabric. Look at it. Isn't she gorgeous? Like, get real. Like, she's so pretty. I love a good floral, okay? I know for some people, they feel like floral is like, what do you call it? What's a nice way to say? I know some people feel like floral is mature. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. A little mature. But I feel like there's a way to do floral that is not too kiddish, and kitty, and then also not too mature. and gives you a nice happy medium. I feel like this is the happy medium. This is so pretty. Oh my, I love the colors in it. It's so vibrant. I don't think I have anything like this. So when I seen it, I knew I had to get it. This is also a printed knit. I picked up only 2 yards of it. This was also a 60 width as well. And how much was it? This was also $3.98. It was in the same exact section as the one with the green leaves on it. Love it, love it, love it. Again, it's just as soft as the other one. What I also liked about this is I felt like even though I knew I wanted to use this as the top or VB, I thought it would also look nice as a skirt. I think that's what really made me fall in love with it, because I'm like, this can really go either way. I can make this into a top. I can make this into a skirt. I could go back and get more of this and make it into a dress as well. Like, it's gorgeous. And again, I'm thinking spring, summer, really nice. It probably could even pair into the winter season. You can wear like some green jeans or some mustard jeans. I actually have some mustard jeans that I could probably wear it with as well. And it's the fall. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so excited. If you can't tell, I'm so excited. And last but not least, once I had decided that that was going to be the top, I wanted to make a skirt that would match the top. And again, the whole point of me doing 89.82 is because I feel like I want pieces that will match and I don't have to put much thought into it. So when I seen this fabric, I said, perfect, perfect. And it's this. Look at this. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's definitely, again, I don't know how this is picking up on camera, if it's going to be true to color, but this is a proper mustard color. And what made this even better for me, look at it. Look at this. Can you see the gold, the mustard within the top? How perfectly it matches together. Can you see that? I feel like I really did something, okay? I feel like I really did something with this. I'm so excited. I also picked up 2 yards of this as well. This was also a 60 wide, but this is where the price differed. This was $5.98 a yard, and it does not have as much stretch as the other two knits that I just showed you, and I'm not sure why. And again, I don't know if it's because this is an entirely different type of knit. It could quite possibly be, but again, I have no clue because they don't keep it on the boat. So, but either way, it still was enough stretch based on the guidelines. So that's all that matters to me. I don't really care. But yeah, isn't this, oh, it's adorable. And this is why I also said I can do either or. Right now, I'm going to make this the top and this the skirt. But think about it. I could totally reverse these. Make this the top, make this the skirt, and or go back, get more of this, make this a dress, make this a dress. I feel like the possibilities are endless. Oh, so excited. Now, I haven't decided for the mustard knit. I haven't decided if I wanted to do view D or E yet. I may not decide that until I'm making it. I have no clue. I might, I think I might go with the longer one, the longer skirt, which would be view, what view is that? D. I might go with the longer skirt, which is view D, just so I can see how long it's going to be on me. And then I might come back, like I said, and decide to do the shorter one. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I'm so in love. I'm so in love with the fabrics that I picked up. Now, the last project that I wanted to do for the beginning of this Make 9 is Simplicity 8830, which is a Mimi G pattern, already dope off the top because, you know, Mimi G has probably a sew along to this. So I'm really excited about that, which I probably will be watching and sewing along. I've been wanting a dress like this, like View A, for so long. I want to say maybe 5 or so years ago, these type of dresses were all the rage. You would find them in chambray everywhere, like all the time. And I loved them. And there was so many times I tried them on in stores, obviously ready-made ones, and for some reason they just never looked right. I don't know what that was about. Sometimes I didn't like the wash of the chambray, or sometimes the waistline would be too high or too low where the drawstrings were. It was just always an issue, but I always wanted one because I thought they looked so nice. But when I seen this one, I said, yes, maybe I can make one that will be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I just love the style. It's structured but casual. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. I just love that type of style, me personally. Yeah, so I'm hoping that if I make it myself, it'll be better. Or at the very least, I could make it and realize, you know what, maybe it just wasn't for me, and that's why it never worked, right? Now, unlike my other projects, I have not purchased the fabric for this particular pattern, and I did that because I didn't know denim was so expensive. Like, call me silly, but I had no clue until I was in there shopping for this fabric, and I was like, some of this is starting at like $10 a yard. It's starting at $10 a yard. And I'm like, okay, which is not bad per se, because I'm sure if you go to Joann's or any other place, it's probably even more than that. But still, I just want to get clear with myself that this is really what I want to do before I actually go ahead and purchase it. Especially since I have been putting myself on a budget. I put money into my sewing, you know, crafting fund, and that's it. That's all I have. So I'm gonna have to put some money aside before I decide to get that denim, or really a chambray, because that's what I'm trying to pick up. If you want to do this pattern, this is the Mrs. Petite shirt dress in 2 lengths with a tie belt. And the fabrics you use are chambray, cotton types, linen types, poplin, and shirt lengths. Yeah, so like I said, I decided I wanted to do the chambray. But on another note of why I didn't pick up the fabric, it's because I'm really trying to be strict with myself and not just get excited about these projects and buy the fabric and then not actually do the project. So I'm trying to prevent a stash situation from happening, especially because I genuinely don't have the room. I don't have the room for it. So I really do need to buy the fabric, do the project. Buy the fabric, do the project. If I don't stick to that, we may have a problem with storage. So, plus, I think it'll just, like I said, keep me on track to finishing my projects. So, that is all I have for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really love this idea of talking through and sharing with you my plans, gushing over fabric. It's really, really cool. This also motivates me and gets me excited to get started. Now, I have to say, if you've made any of these patterns that I just mentioned, please let me know down in the comments how it went. I want to know the good, the bad, what gave you a headache, what was a new skill that you possibly learned by doing the pattern. Let me know. I want to know all the business. Is there anything you would do differently? Any adjustments you made? Would you have chosen a different fabric? Any insight that you have, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you have any pattern suggestions for a beginner like myself, I would also love to hear those as well. Before you go, please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you would like to see more of this sewing, hobby, crafting content. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.